Dun, dun, dun. I went live before I did the brand countdown today. Totally on me, but we're running on a tight schedule. Can everybody hear me okay? Good morning, everyone. We got sound? We got sound? Can y'all hear me okay? Throw in some comments. Let's see. We got it. There we go. We got a comment. All right. So what do we got? So obviously we got this daily zone right here that we did not break, that we took some sells on. Let me get right here. Actually, it's on this one right here. Daily. Bam. There's our daily wick fill. So you can see there, rejected, hit there, and I was laying in the bed asleep when it came down here and hit our area of our TP. We had marked up yesterday. This was our TP zone right here, this wick fill. Bring that around like that. Looks something like this. So blew through TP and came out here and hit our massive TP, which would have been for 272 pips. But I was asleep right here. That would have been what, like 5 o'clock, something like that this morning. Yep, 3 hours ago. 6:30. Yep, I was asleep. So ended up missing that. Oh well, not too worried about it. So what do we have right now? So if you guys are playing dot to dot, then obviously you got in a nice little buy right there. We had another dot to dot that took place right here that looked like that. So you'd had a nice entry. We had a lot of consolidation down here in the bottom. That would have been your buy. Boom. You probably would have got knocked out when this comes down. So what am I looking for at the moment? Well, we have, if you guys are not in the trades from yesterday, then we have more than likely a break. Have a dot to dot right there, just like that. So we also have, see where this lands up, but this would be our dot to dot break for sells. Obviously, if you're getting into buys, you've got a buy zone that's going to be a break right there, which didn't break. It just went up, touched it, and came back down. If you're wondering how we got into the sells, well, that one was pretty easy. I gave this markup to everyone on my free Zoom that I did the other night. So basically the way the markup looked was we had a wick fill here. We rejected through here. We had sells through here. You look at my trade history, you'll see where took profit on all these sells right here. And then we got into buys through here, took profit here, got into more sells, took profit here, and then got into a sell, and a sell here, with this being our TP. And obviously I was asleep, so I missed this massive TP we had down here at the bottom, but this was our first TP that we had. And to show you a cleaner setup is you've got all these wick fills right here, guys. So all these areas right here where you've got these wick fills, I like to call them, basically meaning rejections. You got that right there. You got another big one right here. And this is how we've been playing these entries, just like that. So as you're getting into these wick fill areas, you're taking your sells below them with your stop loss being back up at the top is what you're looking at. So if you're taking sells anywhere below this one, your stop loss is above this last swing high. You're taking a sell down here, you got 10 pips above it. So right there's your 11 pips. You got knocked out on this one, but we ended up getting back in down here on this one. You got your wick fill here, took your sells here, never touched it again. Another wick fill, you got in here, stop loss up here, never touched it, and continued slamming down. So that's how we got into these entries right there. So now again, like I said, a break above that 5 minute is really going to be your entry. Let's go ahead and protect those. I'll save. I'm not. If we get into buys above this area, I'll shave some partials on it. But always want to add our protection on there. Time frame I'm on's 5 minute right now. That's that new banner he's got at the top. Let me switch these overlays. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Unfortunately, I'm gonna hide that so we can see. If I've got to have another. Let's see here. Oh, yep. I have to leave that removed for the time being. That way you guys can see my times. Did everyone have a good week? So if you're getting into, if you're taking any buys above this area, your stop loss is going to be 10 pips below here. So, you're looking at 150-ish pip stop loss, which again, on that 1 minute, you had that solid dot-to-dot break. So for me, your dot-to-dot break would have been right here. And you had another one that went right here. So, the big buy that took place was right there, which was only 40-ish pip stop loss on the 1 minute chart. So 5 minute candle close above this would lead you into some buys. So that right there is 5 minute close. That's where you click buys. I'm not clicking buys today because I've already got my sells from yesterday and I've got them protected, and I'm going to see if we actually push up. But your buy entry for a 5 minute break is right there, but you've got a massive stop loss. Do you still make your use of your trendline EA? Yes. Phantom went from $100 to $1,500 just this week, bro. Congrats. I love it. So for sells, sells aren't that bad. If we can get a dot-to-dot break, for some sells, if you want to run, something like that and utilize those fans as trend lines coming down when we're looking for them. You've got a tap, tap, tap that bring you down. Stop loss then would be your previous, which would be right up here. I'll go back to that 5 minute though so we can see what we're looking at. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm going to hold the sells, guys, that we took yesterday on our private Zoom just to see how they treat us. Got a little bit of playing room on those. Top entry, 130, 148 pips away. I wish I'd have been awake through here. That was this right here was our nice TP. If you just scroll over here, right there was, our first TP. And then this area here, we knew that we bounced. So it'd have been right in that area. And we got pretty nice entries on it. Week was good. Pretty chilled out week, nothing crazy. Basically just relaxed. Since we've been on the road a ton, it was time to relax. So we did just that. Yeah, this weekend's busy. This weekend we've got a ton of birthday parties. We have like 4 birthday parties to go to. Let's see, we got 4 birthday parties. We've got it's either an anniversary, wedding anniversary, or something like that that's coming up too. And then on Sunday we have, I think, 1 more birthday party. So a pretty good bit of things going on. go ahead and see. This one here would be a partial. This would be a full TP. Might be a full TP right there. This one would be a TP, and that would be a TP right there. Go and set those in there. I'll forget just in case. I've heard you say in the past that there's no structure on New York market open. Do you mean you can't do trendline break? No, you have structure. I mean, we had structure. I mean, sometimes you don't. Like today, the trade that we had for the New York Open was a 1 minute dot to dot break, but it happened about 8:30 instead of 9:30. So you had to been on at 9:30 to catch it. So when you don't, you're looking at break and retest zones that you have on prior structure, and then looking at the dots that you have. Any possible re-entries for sells? Yeah, you'd watch these trend lines over here. Good morning, Cody. So that right there is, we've got two areas of a dot to dot that could reject that or break. So if you got in on the 5 minute break, which hadn't happened yet, it'd have been right through here. That'd be your 5 minute break heading up, which is right on that trend line. And this right here would go up that way. Or you're going to reject here and come down, and that could be another area of rejection. So depending on how you want to react, again, I'm not taking any buys. I'm holding my sells from yesterday. But yeah, it's been a good week trading. I did have 2 losses this week, which kind of sucked, that I had to close out. I got hit on some stop losses leaving the house. Man, sometimes on those trend line breaks, I mean, it can break through and go 1,000 pips, or it can break through and only run 30 to 40. Every trend line break's going to be different, so you have to look at what you have on structure. Currently, that's what it looks like for this week. This isn't a full closeout this week. This is a partial that we had from back in July when I took this position. So I just closed out a 0.10. So total is 2.1 that's been closed out. But then these right here were all, that was a TP, 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 and TP, and TP. And then that was stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, stopped out. And then these were manually closed right there on those positions. So as you can see, everything from here down, entries, and then this is the time I closed them out. So not a bad week at all. I mean, I'll take it. See if we can add a little bit more to it. Where would you enter sells based off the fan? A nice entry would be right here off this bottom, because that's a dot to dot on the 1 minute. That's really close. I mean, you're only talking 15 pips. So, I mean, ideally, rejection of this trend line is what you're going to take. with a small stop loss. I mean, that's only an 18, 19 pip stop loss. If you could get a 5-minute candle to break somewhere in here, you could take your sells, and you've got a 93, 100 pip stop loss. So not terrible. Dun, dun, dun. That was nice. Wisconsin fishing markup. I don't know what you mean by markup. Can't consider becoming a Pip Connect member after watching this. But thank you, man. That'd be amazing. We'd love to have you. We have a lot of fun. It's been a solid week. I mean, a really solid week. What's my longest trade running at the moment? My GU trade. I actually look at it now on the monthly. So this is my markup. That's where I took my trade right there back on March. So if you guys have been following this markup, basically we had a rejection up here. I didn't take this trade. I was traveling. So I was like, you know what? We get back down into this area. I'm going to take it on the monthly. It dropped. I click sell. Stop loss was up here, which is a pretty big stop loss. It's 1,000 pip stop loss. But we're currently in 1,300 pips of profit, so I'm not worried about it. This did start out on 10 standards. It's now 7.5. The goal was I wanted to break below the 1,339 and go back down here and test this 1,13999, which is only additional 422 pips. If it hits this, that's going to be my TP for that trade. Actually, just in case something were to happen, I'm going to do that. So that TP on that trade is going to land me at $133,000 if we hit it. I've been holding that one for a bit. And then this is the trade. That's the trade setup we took this week. This one here was actually given out to everyone on the live. I posted this in the announcements in the free channel on the Discord from here, and that was TP1. Smack TP1, came up, retested, broke trend again, bam, hit TP, came back up, retested, then slammed down again all the way through. So super good trade. I was happy about it. Why do you not make use of the trendline EA on the live, if I may ask? From what I can tell, it makes your life a lot easier. I just don't. I'm looking at the computer, so I'm sitting in front of it. I only use the EA if I know for a fact I'm going to be gone in the setup that is going to, because using trendline breaks, I want to have structure in place that I know that I can use the trendline break for the EA and have it manage that trade. If I'm looking at it, I'm not too concerned about it. I do pretty decent pushing the buttons myself at this point. I did use it the other day. I'll say the other day, week before last, I used it and caught that $500 a pip move. So it did help me make, I think, like $250,000 on one trade setup. So it wasn't terrible. So no, GU trade's not bad on swap fees. I'm at like $1,700 on swaps. So it's not terrible at all. How do you get the box drawing tool on Carbon? Right up here, if you right click and choose customize, it'll be in your available buttons, and you just move it over here to rectangle. And then when you draw the rectangle, right click on it, go to properties and choose the color you want it to be, and then go to parameters and choose fill. And it'll give you a box that you can fill in. You guys be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for Trading Nut. And shout out to Cam for allowing me to take over the stream on Fridays. We've been doing this now for quite some time, and I've had an amazing time doing it. So, do your trend lines show across time frames? Trying to figure that out in MT5? Yeah. Like if I'm on the 5 minute now and I go to 30 minute, you're going to see it. It'll go across. Doesn't mean it's always valid. As you change time frames, you're going to get different structure. If you mark up 1 minute dot to dot trend line, would you still wait for a 5 minute break? No, you can take it on the 1 minute if you want to. If you're doing that number there, I mean, you can take it on the 1 minute right there. So, I mean, you'd have, bam, 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 bam. Draw the arrow so everything comes to life. Let's give it a little bit of, get a little closer to the candle. Maybe it'll attach itself to it or something. Oh, Naz. There's my Naz markup that I gave. I think that was last Friday that I gave that markup right here. What was that? Let's see. What was last Friday? Last Friday's date was the 12th. So, or that might have been on my live session. Yeah, that was on my live session. That was what I gave out with a break right there on that zone, right here on this. So it broke trend, hit TP1, came back up, never went back up to stop loss, slammed back down, came back up TP1 and slammed back down. So if you were on my live Zoom and you took that trade, you're up pretty fat right now. And again, I just drew a line. That's it. If you drew a line, it breaks it, you take the trade. Bam. I say that because I had some people making fun of, there's my BTC markup. And it didn't catch. It went back up, obviously, from here to there, but it didn't break trend and slam back down. We're still in that channel. So we need to get back on top of that channel. Ooh, look at that. It tapped the bottom of that sucker. That's beautiful. Just beautiful. It's under www.thepipconnect.com. You're right, Matt. Sometimes it just needs a little bit of guidance on there. I'd love for this thing to go ahead and hit our TP for everyone that was on the live Zooms yesterday. That'd have been amazing. Let's see what the template looks like. Go ahead and load that template up. I got the, let's see, 817. Bam. There we go. I mean, technically, where it's at right now is RTP right there. Technically, it is right on it. And then the next area would be from here to here. I really like the 33.66666, but I'm going to take the TP here and leave a runner up top. That way it just makes it easier for us. So let's see if we can get it. Broke dot to dot structure. It's coming back up to retest that 30-minute area. Let's do this number here, see what it looks like. Bam. Will you hold past 33? Yeah, I'll hold those. I'll leave a runner up at the top for sure. $25 a pip. You know, if we start getting those 500 days, 1,000 pip runner days, you know, $25 a pip, that's an extra 25 to 30K. So I'll run that all day. This needs to, don't have too much further, guys, for my private Pip Connect members. We only got 17 pips, 12 pips. Oh, come on, let's do it. Let's get this money. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that, how close. Woo, 7 pips off. Man. Draw the arrow. Man, I forgot it did erase my arrow. Come on, little buddy. Let's hit TP. This stuff's so much fun. I don't know why more traders don't trade like this with you guys. It just makes it fun. Bam! Done. All right. So now we drew the arrow. We hit TP. So let's go and delete everything we have because the markups were solid. All right. So now what do we got? Let's go to the 30-minute. We got this one position up here that's running. And that position's actually looking pretty fat right now. If you drag it, you can see how much money you got right there. So right there, that's 14K. All right, so we don't want the TP up there. We just want to protect the entry. We have the entry protected at $1,600. So now what we need to do is on that top one there, drop that down, take the partial. Bam, we took the partial. So see what we closed out today. So sort by date and time. So here were the three that we had on TPs today. So we had a 4,400, a 6,600, and a 6,608. So that puts us at today at what? Let's do this custom period here. So let's do the beginning of, what is this? The 19th. Let's do the beginning of the week to the 20th. Click OK. There we go. That way people don't think I'm hiding anything on here. So yeah, today was a good day. So if you took those trades with us yesterday, which was the 18th, holy Jesus, we had a lot that we closed out yesterday. Here's all the trades from the 18th. So if we look at the 18th till today, when I told everyone we're not looking for buys, we're looking for sells, guys. Just hang in there with me. Hang in there and play with me for a little bit. That was worth $27,872. And you can tell the lot sizes were nothing crazy. 25 a pip, 25 a pip, 25 a pip, 50 a pip, 15, $10, 50, 25, 25, so on and so forth. We did get stopped out on one at break even, which is right there. These two ran, looked amazing. And then, you know, partial there, partial here, I believe. And then these right here, we closed out ourselves. No, those aren't partials. This was the only partial. These were full closes. So, I mean, $27,000 a week. I mean, $27,000 in the last 2 days is not terrible at all. So where are we at for the year? Let's do all history. And that way you guys can see everything. It works better that way. So deposit made on 324. Took the first trade on GU right there at that 325. And then you can see all there. Right there's a withdrawal I took because people were like, I bet you can't take a withdrawal out of the account. It's like, okay, I'll take a withdrawal. There we go, guys. There's what we're looking at. So as far as my losses I've had, let's just see. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've had 11 that I've closed out of all of these. So not terrible, guys. Not terrible. So now what we do is we just let that runner run and we just see what happens. For an overall move, though, I do need to look at that. just to be safe. Let's see what we got on an overall move. Let's look at this daily area. So right there would be a nice area for a TP if we're going to take one. So let's just do that to be safe. Let's put it right there on that daily zone. So that'll turn $25 a pip at 17K, and we're protected. So if it knocks us out of this trade, we're going to make $849. If we hit TP, we're going to make $17,000. So best case scenario, we're going to make $17,500. Worst case scenario, we're going to make $849. I don't think anyone's still going to care if they make $849. So I think we're solid. And Carlo, there is a Carbon Capital on the Mac. I'm about to, hold on a second. I got to get on the camera so I can, now that we're in these trades and got all the goodness going here, watch that on the 30-minute. I'm going to drop my screen on here because I just realized that I've been using the wrong camera, but I took myself off anyway, so it didn't matter. Let this thing, bam, there we go. We're live. So I'm going to drop some fun info for you guys. So Carbon Capital does have a way you can trade on a Mac. It's using their VPS system. If you use the VPS system, you're also going to trade on a faster server. I'm not using the VPS on this stream. Anytime I use the VPS on the stream, for whatever reason, the stream lags and doesn't work properly. But notice how I'm trading right here at 530. If you are on Carbon Capital's VPS, you will actually be hooked up to the London servers themselves, okay? Meaning you're running as fast as you can on London and the New York. This right here will be like 1.2 or as high as 9. Lower the number, the faster. So execution is even faster than what you see on my screen, and you can use it on a Mac. It's not expensive at all. I want to say it's like $20 or $30 a month. And if you're depositing like, I think $250,000, they just go ahead and give it to you for free. So message them. How do you do that? Log into your back office. So go into carboncapitalfx.com, log into your account, and at the very top where it says help desk support, click on that, send them a message and say, hey, I want to be hooked up on Carbon Capital's VPS. Bam. You can now trade on a Mac. You're welcome. Can you explain your break even with $1,100 profit? Is it a minimum? Yeah. So I could take this stop loss and I could run it up super, super tight like that. Break even. That's $107. The only problem is if we have a big news event or something that comes out really big that takes the price and just pushes it through real fast, the issue is between price hitting that and then MetaQuotes communicating that to the banks, sending it back, changing the contracts, closing your contracts, making sure someone's there to get your position, you may have what they call slippage. So in that event, if I had it right here, I could be closed out up here and lose money. So instead, I give myself plenty of breathing room. That's 32 pips. I'm pretty much safe in that zone because a lot of people think that when they close this position out or a stop loss gets hit, the trade just disappears. It doesn't work that way, guys. The way that it works is there has to be someone on the other end willing to take this contract, okay? So when you click sell, someone else is trading you that position. When you click buy, someone else is trading you that position. So there's always someone on the other end having to buy and or sell to get you in these positions. Andy, how often do you go live? Just join the Pip Connect. Well, welcome to the team, Alexander Light. The goal for me is to trade live on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And obviously with that, there's some days I may jump on at nighttime or midday, or I may just give a markup. It depends on what I see. The way I do my lives or if I'm trading live, I'm on the live. If I'm personally not trading, I'll throw up a markup and then we'll just go from there. But yeah, man, glad to have you part of the team. So wait, we can use dots finally on a Mac? Yes, you heard correctly. You can use dots on a Mac as long as you're using the VPS. And Carbon Capital now has the VPS. So you just got to message them through the help desk and say, yo, Andy told me on Trading Nut while he was streaming live that I can get a VPS to now trade on the Mac. And they're going to say, well, Mr. Lucky Chip, let's get you hooked up. How many pips away from break even do you recommend putting? I like to do, 15 to 25 pips. In that one, I just dropped it down I mean, I could move it to right here if I wanted to at the top of, that's $400. I like the sound of $800. So guys, what an amazing day. We hit TP. Turn on my trade history here. Look at that. That TP was amazing. Right there on the wick. Let's go to the 1 minute and see. Look at that. That is beautiful. TP, I mean, we only had a push of another, man, not even a pip, guys. 9/10 of a pip left. That's how close we ran that TP. Woo, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And then where the rest of the positions go, let's take a walk down memory lane of what it looks like here. So there's all the cells we had. Probably easier to do it on the 5 minute. Consolidate some stuff on here. So we had sell. We had our other sell there. We had a buy. We had a sell right here. We closed out one of them here, got into a buy there. And then this is where we closed out our buys from over here. Buy. This was playing a gap, which was right here for the week. And then as you can see on this gap, we also closed out sells right here. On these, technically, I probably should have left runners, but didn't want to risk it. Had I left runners on those trades, they would have been setting pretty fat. That would have been almost 361 pips. So, but again, I'm not going to complain. And that's, let's see, there's the 17th. We didn't take any trades through there at all. Took some little short positions in here that I was hoping to get in and make some moves, but didn't happen. Got knocked out on those pretty heavy. I got this massive trade right here. That's a buy that I closed out. And we had a buys right here that we closed out on that push up that we got in right here. And that's this week in a nutshell. So solid week. Trip says, another day at the office with Andy and the Pip Connect, up 29% on my account this week. Thanks, Andy. Thank you, Trip, for being here. Andy, do you think we are ready for a new leg down on US30 on the higher time frames? I would love to see it, but I really want to see how we finish the day. I'll try to do a market analysis between Saturday and Sunday just to see what we can do for the next week. But, I mean, dude, it's just a solid week. Again, I can't, it started out rough. I'm not going to lie. Coming into the week on Monday, I think it was Monday. Well, the 16th. That was what, Tuesday? Tuesday. It was rough on Tuesday because we'd been coming off such a massive win streak. From Tuesday, my last loss that I took on my account that was me taking the trade was on June 6th. So I was on a pretty good run. So from June 6th till present, we just been running on wins after win after win. And then when I had those two losses, even for me, they were small losses. I mean, you're talking 2,300 and 2,900. I was like, you got to be kidding me, because I shouldn't have lost those trades. I shouldn't have lost. I was leaving the house to go out with the family. And I was sitting there looking at the trades. And I was like, man, I need to put stop losses on these because I'm about to leave. And if they go crazy, I'm going to be in a place where I don't have service that well. It's going to suck. So I went ahead and put stop losses. And sure enough, before I even got off the live, it goes bam, bam, knocks me out. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. So kind of made me mad. I hate to start off the week with losses. It's just not a good way. But we just come back, guys, and totally smashed it. So if I only closed the partials, just to be honest with you guys, I only closed the partials out because I wanted to make up for the losses I had. I'm that guy. So if I wouldn't have closed out the partial, just with what we ran this week, it was, hold on a second, I'll tell you. So 490, let's see. So just on the trades that we all took live, it was sitting at like 29,100 and some change without closing out the partial trade. So solid week. Closing out the partial obviously made it unbelievable, but I love it. Do you have a prop firm, or do you want some in the future? Yeah. So I'm actually developing a prop firm right now with Carbon Capital. And it's going to be like no other prop firm that's out there. And when I say that, it's how you get your account, how you trade your account, and you're not going to be trading a demo account. You actually be trading a real account that Carbon is going to fund and then trade with you alongside of you. Because if you guys don't know, I work with a company called Algo Technologies, Algotech. And what we do with Algotech, we're a technology provider. So we started looking at all the prop firms and everything that's going on out there. We're like, you know what? We got something that we can really hold on to. A lot of these prop firms, if they have a good trader, they're paying them out. 9 times out of 10, they're trading a demo account, and they're just paying you of your winnings based on other people's, losses of signing up for the program. So what we were doing is, if we've got someone that has proven themselves as a winner, why wouldn't we also connect an account to it? That way, if they win, Carbon wins. So for example, you've got someone who passed the challenge and they're given a real account. Okay. Now, granted, you've got, let's say you've got your 10,000 or 50,000, however much you're playing with in there. And we noticed that, wow, your track record is really good. You've been keeping great risk. You're only losing 1% to 2%. We're then going to connect a live account to your account. That means, guess what? You're now trading and Carbon's trading. So if you have a $5,000 a day, Carbon has a $5,000 a day, so on and so forth. So it just makes it easier. And since all the accounts are a book, Carbon doesn't have to worry about paying you. If you win, the banks are going to pay you. And then when Carbon wins, the banks are going to pay Carbon on that account. So it's a win-win. Love Carbon, but the commission is high, then you should be trading no commission with spread. If you trade no commission with spread, it comes out to be like super, super low. And it's actually the lowest commission out there. So, and I only know that because my company helped like the technology side of building Carbon. So what ends up happening is a lot of these companies, they get you because they charge you a low commission, but then you look at your spread that you're trading on. And when you look at your spread that you're trading on and your commission and add that up, it's pretty wild. I will be posting about it on my Instagram. Carbon will be sending out a notification. So if you're already trading on there, you'll probably get an email about it. Well, you will get an email about it. And then obviously here on Trading Nut, I'll announce it when that takes place. Andy, what is your education background? I am a high school dropout with no college education at all. So that's my education background. As far as when did I start trading, I grew up in a trading family. So my dad, my grandfather, they were all traders. And then as far as when I started trading, I really got into it hot and heavy about 15 years ago. I actually celebrate 15 years this December. So this December will be 15 years into trading. I should have started earlier, but didn't. And now I've regretted it a little bit. What is a reasonable daily points goal target on US30 to be consistent? I tell people to catch the 25 pips. Catch your 25 pips and be out. Anything more than that, if you've got good structure, you can catch more. But there's really not a daily target outside of structure. I just look at structure and see where it can take me. Like where we had this TP right here, that was on daily structure on the 30 minutes. So we looked at the 30 minute and we zoomed out. We saw this whole area right here. We saw this area and we saw this area through here that we could get tagged out anywhere through here. Meaning tagged out, this is where we jumped. So we had consolidation before we had this massive push up to 540 pips. So when you get back down to this area, we could sit here and bounce around, or we could break this and come down even further. The next stop, if we break it, is going to be right here, 33,530. The next stop when we break that is going to be right here at 33,294. How do I know it? Because we have the dots, and the dots tell me everything I need to know. That's it. Dun, dun, dun. If you trade US30, do you recommend trading on Platinum Raw account? I trade on the Raw account. I don't care about commissions. I'm just going to be honest. I don't care about it. And the reason I say I don't care about it is if you're trading an account, if you're trying to nickel and dime yourself, I guess that makes sense. But like for me, so the sales that I took on $25 a pip, it cost me $10. I don't care to pay $10 on that one trade as I'm looking through here. So for example, on the trades that hit TP today, I had $803 worth of profit. That trade cost me $20. That was at $50 a pip. My next trade was $4,400 profit. That cost me $10. The next trade was $6,600 worth of profit. That cost me $10. And the next trade was $6,800, and that cost me $10. So for me to make essentially $13,000, $17,000, $18,000 today closing out trades, it cost me 20, 30, 40, 50. So if I'm going to sit here and nickel and dime myself to say, well, I made $19,000, but damn it, I paid $50. What is wrong? I can't believe their commissions are so high. I paid $50, but I just made $19,000. That makes absolutely no sense to me. None. So if $5, $10, $15, $20 makes and breaks your trading, then you probably shouldn't be trading that lot size on your account. Now, if you're talking about taking trades on, say, your, your pairs. I mean, yeah, your pairs can have some pretty, so for example, my EU trade that I took, I traded it at one standard and it cost me $15. On my big trade, my EU trade, I took it at 10 standards and it cost me $150, but there was no spread. There was no spread at all. So I'm cool paying $150 at 10 standards. I have zero spread. If you're taking it elsewhere, and let's say you've got 7 pips of spread plus the commissions on the backside, then you're paying the same amount anyway for that. So that's kind of how I look at spreads and commissions. I'm not worried about it. If you're profitable and you're good at what you're doing, you're in it. Simple as that. Hold on one second, guys. Hannah just messaged me. Yeah, very true. I'll move my money back to carbon. Yeah, I mean, it's just, here's the thing, guys, and this is what I try to stress a lot is when you look at a broker that has real customer service, I mean, if you go to the help desk and you submit a ticket or you have to get someone on a phone call, you're actually going to talk to someone. You're going to talk to someone, one, that you can understand, two, that is a trader. So they are actually a trader. They can help you. Three, they're just really down-to-earth people that want to help you. You're not talking to someone that is trying to steal your money, that's booking you left and right, that is taking advantage of you with the software, any of this stuff. For me, that's a win alone to have someone I can talk to. Secondly, the execution of their programs. I've never had any issues, and the only issue that I've ever had, they're resolved for me. I've had 2 issues since I've been trading with carbon, and they've all been resolved within the same day. On top of that, they give me trade management software. They give me the dots. They give me everything I need. Fast withdrawals. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw where, guess what? Bought my Ferrari with it. I literally requested the money that morning, and it was sent like 3 hours later. No questions asked. That's what I'm talking about. So, again, you can't beat it, in my opinion. What are the dots and where do I find them? They were on carbon. So you'll go to carbon. On the very left-hand side, you'll go to helpful videos, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see where you can download everything. What couldn't agree more, Mike. Mike says right here, their customer service is amazing. Replies within 5 to 10 minutes is pretty standard in my experience. Like, that's wild. You're not waiting 2 or 3 days. Do you offer any courses? Good question. So I don't at the moment. Basically, I do all my stuff in just live teachings. I've never thought of courses of being of a thing because the way that I teach and the way that I show people how to trade, it's pretty simple. It doesn't take 8 to 10 hours of courses to figure out how I trade. If you guys followed along my journey with my son, I basically trained him from him just watching me. Now, granted, he's been watching me for years, but I mean, fully understanding it here recently, just sitting at the computer for maybe 30 to 40 minutes. and he learned it pretty easily. But I do have Dropout Kids University. So if you guys looked at my Instagram last night, you may have seen that. Basically, what Dropout Kids University is it's a university for people looking to grow a different way. We'll have stuff in there we'll have stuff in there that involves trading, to entrepreneurship, to building your brick and mortar businesses, anything that I've been involved in. And I've been involved in a lot. If you guys watched my paper trail rant that I had, which was a good one, I really enjoyed that, thoroughly enjoyed it. That's where I talked about kind of all the stuff I've been involved in. So it allows me to speak. And when I say allows me to speak, is you have a lot of people in different industries where they're just speaking, they're Andrew Tating it, they're just pulling stuff out of air to spit out, to then get a reaction, to then dive deeper into something. So it's like, the way I look at it is, it's like me trying to tell someone how to build a house, but I've never built a house. It's like me telling someone how to do landscaping when I've never done landscaping. Me telling someone how to become, a profitable trader when I myself have only made, maybe $2,000 or $3,000 withdrawals out of it. If that's your background, you don't have a good paper trail for it. So I was like, all the stuff I've been involved in, from powerlifting to the bodybuilding, to nutritional supplement companies, to restaurants, to cafes, to coffee shops, to consulting businesses, fabrication businesses, consulting within the fabrication business, to trading, to graphic design, to video production. I mean, all this stuff I've been involved in. So it's like, why wouldn't I just create a university that encompasses all the stuff that I've been involved in? So if someone comes to me and says, yo, I want to learn how to become a trader, cool. Then you need to sign up for these courses over here within the university for trading. Someone comes to you and says, man, I'm struggling as a husband, as a dad. I need to do better. Cool. You need the one over here for life. Andy, my brick and mortar is doing decent. I need to know how to reach more people in my brick and mortar. How can I get more, sales? How can I get more leads on this? Cool. I've got this over here. So basically, I'm creating an entire university based on what I've been involved in. And I took it a step further. For things I've not been involved in, I've reached out to other people. So there's a guy named Ken. He's got his PhD. He was a professor for 15 years teaching business management down in Georgia. So guess what? He's going to be on staff with us. He's going to do all of this, all the stuff that he taught in school that people were paying thousands of dollars for. I'm talking thousands of dollars, is now going to be on my course. I've got 2 doctors that I've brought on board. Obviously, they can't teach you how to become a doctor without going to college, but they're going to explain to you the ins and outs of how they built their practice, how they manage their practice, and how they run their practice. Guys, do you know how much that's worth alone? A lot. Gets even better. I've got a CEO that's a company in the Inc. 500. Guess what? He's going to be on there. He's going to be talking about what it's like to run a Fortune 500 company. To get these types of people on a platform or to get them in a room would cost you a lot of money. They're willing to do this for me to help people. So I'm building this university with not just myself. I've realized I want to be the dumbest person in the room. So if I'm surrounding myself by smarter people than me, guess what happens? Everyone else that's involved with me becomes smarter. So this university is not just Andy Peters driven. At the end of the day, there's probably about 14 to 15 people that are tagging along with me, that are professionals in their field, that are going to teach you how to do something different. So when's it going to launch? We're building it right now. It's going to take a little bit. I would say we're at least a month to 2 months out from it being done. But when it's done, it's going to encompass a lot. See, there's courses out here for trading all over the place. The problem lies is once people become a profitable trader, then what? You're just going to trade the rest of your life? No, because then it becomes a job. So I wanted to create something where once people become profitable in trading, now if they want to do something else, if they want to open up a business, if they want to invest their money, they can. The problem is you have a lot of people that are telling you trade, make a lot of money, go live your life, do whatever you want to do. Create your future, create your dreams, this, and this, but they're not telling you how to do that because themselves use trading as a tool to get them where they're at. And they'll tell you things like this. Yeah, I traded, I took money over here, I invested in this company, I built this company, I built that company. I did this, I did that. But how did you do it? Telling me you took $250,000 to $300,000 and dumped it in said a company. Well, what did a company give you back in return? How are you managing a company? What's their books look like? What are you doing with the profits you make from that company? There has to be a step-by-step guidance structure if you're wanting other people to follow, lead to become successful. So that's where I realized it's where there's opportunity. Everyone creates courses for trading, but where's the courses for after trading? Where's the courses for life? Where's the courses of what to do with your funds? Where's the courses of how to invest these funds, how to market yourself, how to market the business, how to market your online stores? Where's all that information at? So that's where the Dropout Kids University is coming in, saying, you know what, we're creating it for everything, from when you become a trader to when you're done trading and you want to open up your businesses and you want to receive passive income and you want to build stuff. Okay. I can't speak on all that because I don't have a paper trail on real estate. I'm involved in real estate. Me and my dad have some properties together. Me and Hannah have some stuff together. But I would consider properties I can count on two hands. I'm not a real estate professional, but you know who is? A few of the people I'm bringing in. I'm bringing in a few people who have 100 properties under their belts, who have multiple apartment complexes under their belts. Those are the ones I want teaching you, not me. I can't teach you that because they know it better than me. So that's what the university is. Whew, that was winded. Let's see, go through here real quick. I would love if Carbon offers other deposits and withdrawals than BTC. Some stables would be nice. They do have stables on there. They have USDT. What are the dots and where do I find them? I already answered that one. Benjamin, I've answered that question like 3 times now, brother. So let's see. Would you rather focus on one pair trading different setups or one setup on all different pairs? One setup will not work on all pairs because all pairs are going to move differently. All pairs are going to react differently to the market. So I would study one pair, get that one pair, make money off that one pair and be done. I mean, it's like me. Last year, I'm marking up 28, 30 plus pairs every single week, taking tons of trades. This year, I've been mainly focused on just US30 because we're trading it live in the morning. I've spent less time on the computer and I've made more money. So it's just much easier. Let's see. How often do you recommend pulling profits? Weekly. Weekly pull out 10%, 10, 15%. Pull it out weekly. There's no reason not to. I mean, it only makes sense. If you're sitting here wanting to pay yourself for the job you're doing, no one would go work at a job for a month and not get paid. No one. I don't know of anyone that would do that. Or say I'm going to work at this job and I hope that they invest my money for me, or I hope they keep it there. Mentally, it messes with you. So if you have $1,000 a week, pull out $100. If you have a $10,000 week, pull out $1,000. Just so you're paying yourself something for the work that you've done. Treat yourself. You know, all the nights you've spent away from your wife, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever, take them out. All the days that they're like, sweetie, come in here, come play with the kids. And you're like, I'm trying to learn this craft, babe. I can't. Take them out. Let them enjoy it. If you've got kids and you've missed a little bit of kid time because of trading, guess what? Load the kids up in the car and go spend that $1,000 on them somewhere, or 500 of it, however much it is. Use it to live your life a little bit. Got to get me a Dropout Kid NFT. Yes, sir. So the Dropout Kid, and that's going to be the plus side. The university itself will be running on Solana. So if you want to become part of the university, when you buy these programs, you're buying these programs on Solana. That's how you're getting your entry into the college itself. Well, the university, I shouldn't say college, the university itself. There are ways now, obviously you can get into it through USD and whatnot, but there's going to be more perks getting into it with the NFT, hands down. Do you have a group or channel where you normally live trade? Yes, Ethan. Yes, Nathan, I do. It's called The Pip Connect. So thepipconnect.com. It's a full-blown Discord that's got everything we do in it, from live trading to markups to NFT, crypto, you name it. You go to www.thepipconnect.com. You sign up for private Discord. As soon as you sign up for private Discord, you check your email. Be sure to check your spam folder. It's going to send you a confirmation code with a link. You click that link, you go to the Discord, go to the robot, enter that confirmation code, boom, you have access. Is this replacing the blueprint? The blueprint was actually replaced with motivated, alive, and inspired. So the blueprint was more, not less. The blueprint was more of mine and Hannah's life of what we do on a daily basis, not education. So it was kind of, if there's a topic people wanted to speak on, I'm going to speak on that topic. Hey, this week me and Hannah are looking at this business to get involved here. We're doing this. We're going here. We're going there. That's what it was more involved of. There's a lot of things that I'm involved in personally that I'm trying to link up. So to give you an idea, I've made a list of it here. So everything that we've got going on that I'm trying to combine and consolidate is we've got Motivated, Alive, and Aspire. We got Dropout Kids University. We've got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 clothing brands. We've got the Pip Connect. We've got 2 marketing companies, one of which we're working with 2 of our members now that we're building, which is a social media marketing platform. We've got M3 Lifestyle and Coaching, which is Hannah's fitness and coaching group that she does. So we have a lot of things that we've had going on for a long time that we're looking to consolidate. And that's what I'm playing with my team right now is how can I get the most efficient information out to you guys without having everything over here. So I'm working with an app team to develop our own app, all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. When is the university dropping? They're telling me about 2 months is where we're at right now. Mike, right here. This is good. I'm going to show this one. Boom. Mike says, y'all, I did a 3-day in-person class with Andy this year, and I've learned more about not just trading, but life in those 3 days than I have in years. And Mike, thank you so much for being there, and congrats on your trading journey. Is there any live trading here? What is up, Shane? You know what? There was, but we hit TP. If you look at the screen, see these nice little blue arrows here and all these trades? This was the TP that we took. Live trading turned out great. We closed out 19K today. I'm glad to have you here. 2 months is no time at all. Just transferred $750 out of my account last week. Feels good. Thanks for the instructions. Look at that. Dwayne, congrats, bro. That's amazing. You want to pay yourself. Hey, Andy, do you have any more? You know what? I don't know. Let me look. Let's see what we got for Dropout Kids. Dropout Kids. So see. I don't even know what's listed right now. Some people listed theirs up for sale. Let's see what's up for sale right now. They're loading as we speak. Not listed, not listed, not listed, not listed, not listed. Yep. No one has their Dropout Kids listed. That's a smart move. Really smart move. So we have a version 2 coming out that will basically be for the university itself. So super stoked about that version. So you'll be good, Jason. You won't have nothing to worry about. Tommy says, Andy, why didn't you honor the 700 funding account for your last class? Do you feel that people didn't take advantage of the opportunity? No, we are actually still doing that. And we have the winner. We just haven't announced it yet because we're doing a full video on it to announce the winner. That is complete. And no, the question, actually, the way that we did it was we were going to pick who asked the most questions. And, everyone asked a lot of questions, actually. There were about 4 people that asked a lot. So what I ended up doing was I said, you know what? There were a lot of people that come to me afterwards and asked a lot of questions. It took a lot of notes. It just don't like speaking up. So what I ended up doing was I said, you know what? Everyone that come to the class, everyone. It doesn't matter if it was a dropout kid, if it was a free giveaway I did for tickets, anything. I'm just going to put their name in a hat. I'm going to put their name in a hat, and I'm going to draw the name. Whoever's name I draw is who I'm giving it to. Because, there's some people that may not want to speak up because they're gun shy. They're gun shy when they're in a room with people. And then afterwards, they come and talk to me for 30, 40 minutes. There were people there who took time out to help and assist other people in trading after the fact. There were 2 individuals where when the class was over, I know for a fact stayed for almost an hour and a half talking to other people, just answering questions for them on my behalf because I had to leave to go meet with other people. So I basically just said, we're just going to draw a name. Whoever's name we draw is who we're using. So name has been drawn, and we're just waiting on video to get uploaded and done, and that person will have the $7,500 account. Carlo, I love it. Carlo just says right here, he says, just messaged help desk with a Carbon Capital 10 minutes ago, and they already answered. I got to take a picture of that. I'm sending that send that to their customer service team and say, thank you for taking care of people. That's what's up. I love it. Well, guys, that was an easy Zoom today. Well, not Zoom, sorry, live trading. Give a recap real quick. So trades were taken. Obviously, these were trades that were taken yesterday that we had held. We did say on the 1 minute, for those people that were here, we had a 1 minute dot-to-dot break, which was right there. And this right here obviously is coming down after market open. And then we said we could take the fib fan and run this thing up to give us some additional trend lines. So if you didn't already have the sells, you had a sell entry here or here or here. So depending on where you entered, that was our TP. You would have had 51 pips, you'd had 66 pips, or you'd had 83 pips. And then obviously market open was right here. So that was the market open candle right there. It went up, rejected, broke trend right there. If you were trading with the Pip Connect, we had entries right here with TP here. So if you're trading with the Pip Connect, you'd have been setting at 182, 268, and 291 pips. So you'd have had a really good day. What is that? That's 3, basically 56, 66. Yeah, you'd had about 750, 800 pip day. So not bad. So at $1 a pip on these trades, you'd have walked away with about 750, 800 bucks. $2 a pip, $1,600. So not bad for 2 days of trading. And then we just come on the live on Trading Nut here, got in these entries, slammed them down, and now we've got a runner. And our runner is up here protected. Currently, we are 223 pips away from price. There's still some areas in here where it could reject again, but not worry about it because we have a runner. So I love it. Long live the Pip Connect. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Well, guys, that's it. It is 10:36 on a Friday, and we are done with work this week. We showed up. We put in our time. I kept a log here. All of my time spent this week on the chart was 7 hours total. So we got 7 hours total on the charts. And let's see where that leads us. We always like to do our breakdown this week. Custom period here. Let's see. We will do last week, 8:14. So 7 hours on the chart looks like. So I think we did well. I'll take that all day. I love it. Guys, let's see. I'm a self-taught trader, made $14K from US30 with 2 trades. I love it. I love it, Steven. Congratulations, brother. That's what's up, man. Keep pushing. Keep growing that account. Thanks for the time, Andy. Have a killer weekend with the family. Man, you too. So everyone here, do me a favor before we get off here. Be sure you like, click subscribe, and turn on notifications for this broadcast. The one thing that I do want to touch on before I close this window is let's market this thing, guys. Let's market this trading nut, okay? The reason I say that is we are doing a live session every single Friday and have been. When we get done with this live session, the views go really good. It'll get, 1,600, 2,000, 3,000 views. There should be absolutely no reason, if we've got 200 people that are on this live, if each person just invites 2 people to it and says, hey, check out this link, and they forward a link to this, just 2 people, that will put us at almost 600 people on this live. That's 600 people that can learn something. That's 600 people that may be able to take a trade with us, may be able to see something that can benefit them. So let's do a really good job at marketing what Cam has built for us. Cam is allowing me to take this over for how much longer? I don't know. He may let me continue doing it for the next few months, or he may say, hey, Andy, I need my Friday sessions back. If he needs his Friday sessions back, then guess what? We lose this free session that's streamed on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So again, let's do a really good job next week, guys, of sending some links out and saying, hey, let's check out this live stream. Let's go see what Andy and the team's doing, and let's have some fun. So again, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and next week, send this link out to some friends, okay? Appreciate you guys. Y'all have an amazing weekend. We'll see y'all next Friday.